right, people. Welcome back to OTMkast podcast, where we dive into anything and everything that shapes our lives, from sports to lifestyle, from fashion to careers and beyond. This is your one-stop destination for insightful conversations and engaging discussions. So on today's episode, I have one of the most incredible person you could ever meet. One of the gurus and the brains and bronze behind anything and everything you want to talk about business, real estate, into I don't even know. He does a lot of things. I don't even know where to start and when to stop. But is personally, I've known him for 7, 8 years now, and ever since then, he has blessed my life tremendously in ways that I've never even imagined. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me the greatest man to ever grace OTMkast podcast.
I'm just gonna walk away at this point. Timi, you're just
Please welcome Baba for this. The greatest man to ever grace OTMkast podcast.
Oh boy. Now you're putting me under serious pressure. You know what?
Yeah. No pressure. The fact is the fact. The truth is the truth. No pressure.
I must say that I'm honored. I'm very happy to be on the show. I saw when OTMkast started, and I'm like, man, I was looking forward to the stuff that you were going to unleash, right?
Wow. Okay.
So I've been watching, and I've seen that you're unleashing a lot of stuff out here that is impactful, because I believe life is about impact, right?
Yes.
How are we impacting the people around us, our sphere of influence, or how are we even going beyond our sphere of influence to impact other people and increase our sphere of influence? So I think what you're doing is great. I think this is insightful as well, and I think you're doing just great. You're doing just great. I know this is just beginning for you. So I can imagine what's going to happen,
down the
3
line.
months down the line, 1 year, and we evolve as human beings, right? We evolve.
Absolutely.
I think you're going to positively evolve, as well as you're going to keep on having the impact. I know OTMkast is about impact, and
Yes.
and exposure, and I like that. And I say good job so far. I'm very honored to be on the show, and welcome to your show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. With so much introduction and the anticipation building up to this, I believe people would want to know one or two things about you. So what would you like people to know about you?
How do I intelligently answer this question now? Because I'm that's one of the pressure I'm talking about. What do I want people to know about me? I'm just human, vulnerable human. My name is Babatunde Ogunro. Those are my full names. But down here, for the past decade, I've been going by Baba, right? And I know for people who are from my part of the world, it's kind of intimidating, right? Because the last suffix, the last 4 letters is what people usually go by, but it doesn't make sense to me. What does Tunde mean? It means nothing.
Okay.
Tunde means nothing, right? It means come back. What does it mean? So why should you call someone today? Why don't you call someone Baba, which means something? And in every tribe, in every ethnicity, Baba means something. Father, leader, daddy, whatever it is, right? So why do I want to be called the last 5 letters that mean nothing when the first 4 letters is what carries meaning, right? And I know it's intimidating to people, because people are like, why are you calling yourself Baba? Well, I'm sorry, that's my first. Those are the first letters of my name. Those are the letters that mean something, right? Those letters mean something. And it was more of a rebranding for myself. right? I'm
Okay.
coming from a
Okay.
place, I'm leaving. I left Nigeria. I was in the United States, and I was meeting all different kind of people, different caliber of people, and it was an opportunity for me to rebrand myself. And that's why like Baba. If you call me any other thing, I probably will not answer. If you call my full name, I'm gonna respond because it means something, right? But if you
Okay.
know you want me
Okay.
to respond, right? And you see,
Okay.
the good thing is your name, right?
Hmm.
Names
Hmm.
actually propel your destiny,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
It's an adage where I come from. Your name propels,
Hmm. Hmm.
propels. What is in the name, right? There's
Hmm.
something in the
Hmm.
name, and
Hmm.
so I go by Baba, and
Okay.
I'm married to a beautiful lady, my wife, and I have 2 kids. I'm a man of faith. I like to always tell people that I'm a man of faith. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm a
Hmm.
man of faith, and you know, and I'm an entrepreneur, right? I'm an
Hmm.
entrepreneur. I'm a
Awesome.
father, I'm
Awesome.
a husband. I'm people's son, and and
I mean,
I'm
I've get to meet with the family. I mean, amazing, such an amazing woman, such an amazing, and the kids, they're incredible, incredible. So
thank.
let's start from the beginning. I mean, you're from Nigeria, so what
Yep.
was growing up in Nigeria like for you prior to when you come to the United States?
All right. So before I came to the United States, I was living in Lagos, right? Although I
Mm,
wasn't born in Lagos. So to
okay.
answer your question directly without beating around the bush, I came from a family of 3 biological children, right? My father, my mom, and 3 kids, and I'm the first of 3, 2 girls. But you will never know because our house was always big, well, it was a big home. Our house wasn't just a house, it was a home, right? We
Mm,
had cousins, we had aunties, so at every point in time, I never felt like the first, right? My parents, we had so many people around us. We had so many, my house was huge. It was
mm,
filled with people, right? And I'll say that when we started our life, right? When I started my life in Kwara State, Ilori, my father is a pharmacist, and a very successful one at that. It was one of the first people that rose to the echelon of the pharmaceutical company, pharmaceutical companies then in Nigeria. He worked for a company that used to produce fluid, this IV fluid, right? This
okay. Okay.
company that manufactured IV fluids in Nigeria then. So life for us was we were like, the middle, the higher middle class.
Hmm.
We started life, higher middle class. Um, but things changed drastically in Nigeria. There was things changed. Middle class we had so many levels in the middle class. Higher middle class became middle class, lower middle class, and then right now they're even trying to wipe out the middle class. Like it's either you're
Mm,
rich or you're poor, right? So
yeah.
when things were still beautiful in Nigeria, I'll say my father didn't own jets. He didn't, he wasn't a billionaire, but of course
Mm,
we lived well, right?
mm,
We had cars, we were okay, but I wouldn't say we were extremely rich, right?
mhm,
And growing up, I grew up in a home that my mom was very strict. She's
mm.
an yeah, she was very very strict. I can remember the day in school I was told to write an essay about my mom, and I started with my mom is a very wicked woman.
she
Yeah,
she definitely did not like that when she saw it.
didn't even know it was my teacher that called me
Oh
saying,
wow, okay.
"You don't say human beings are wicked. You can say human beings are strict, not
Mm,
wicked,
mm,
right?"
mm, mm,
So I grew up with in a home where we weren't spoiled children at all.
mm.
The rod wasn't spared. The
At
rod
all.
wasn't spared
At
at
all.
all. So and I think
Mm,
it shaped my life. My dad was always traveling a lot because he had to grow their business at the time.
mm,
So my mom was saddled with the responsibility of taking care of us, you
mhm,
know, ensuring that things the home front was great. Ensuring that the driver dropped us in school, brought us back. Sometimes she would pick us up, and she was also a teacher, right? So she
Okay.
was strict. Like she never spared the rod. So I
Hmm.
think that was upbringing, really. And
Okay.
that was my upbringing, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud because it shaped me to be the disciplined person that I am today, or that I'm hoping to continue to be, right? Because I know that
Okay.
it's
Okay.
having discipline.
Okay. That's
That's
mm,
really it about my growing up. I had
okay.
friends, I had friends that I still see today, and they're highly placed as well. Just to show you that I was living. We lived a good life, and I'm grateful to
Mm.
God and my parents, for that. Mm.
Awesome. Awesome. I mean, some of the things you shared today, I don't even know that. And we've known each other for like 8 years. I'll be 7, 8 years if I'm not mistaken. So this is live and fresh. So
Yeah.
let's dive in. I mean, as someone who also grew up in Nigeria, I can definitely tell you. Well, my dad was the stricter person per
Okay.
se compared to mom. But moving out to the United States and looking at the way, let's say, I would say soft or gentle parenting is in the United States. I mean, in Nigeria, you don't spare the rod, and in the United States, they consider it as an abuse. How
Yes.
was that growing from Nigeria and having to train your kids in the United States? How has that been a difference between both worlds?
Well, I would just say I'm blessed to have wonderful kids, and training them hasn't been such an ordeal, right?
Hmm.
I know the people, plus we've tried to ingrain the philosophy of being Christ-like, right? Because we're
Hmm.
people of faith.
Hmm.
They go to church, they attend good schools, and a lot of the things that they imbibe, they generally just pick them up from what they see and how they see their parents behave, right? And
Hmm.
that has been very, very helpful. That's been very, very
Hmm.
helpful. Um, I mean, it's when I was growing up, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have. I mean, I had a Game Boy that my dad bought for me, and my mom
Hmm.
collected and kept it somewhere because I wasn't even allowed to enjoy such. I had a Game Boy at the time. I remember I had a Game Boy. My mom just took it and said, "No way! That who am I? Why am I having a Game Boy? I should go and read my books or something like that." Right?
Hmm.
Um, so they really didn't have much stuff to curb, but right now we have a lot of things to curb. There's Roblox that they like my kids will rather be on forever. There's we're buying them all Nintendo Switches, we're buying them all this stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, not because we want to spoil them, but because it's that's the trend that we see now.
Hmm.
And but we are also able, we've been blessed to be able to teach them with ease, is what I mean. I
Hmm.
mean, my kids, they listen to us. They will, they understand that there are laws, right? You're not supposed to be on the TV for too long, even though they
Hmm.
want to be on the TV for so long. We just have to curb those excesses. Just like any kid, just like even adults, we need to curb our excesses, right?
Yep.
Our excesses might
Absolutely.
not be TV game, the TV or games or game consoles and all that, but we
Hmm.
also have our
Hmm.
excesses that we try to curb. So I
Absolutely.
see kids as having those same battles, and instead of making them feel like, oh, you're just on serious, I see it as we need to help them the same way we need help sometimes, and
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
that has really helped us. So, um, and every day we just let them know, and then my parents come around also, right? And we try to have them imbibe that same culture, that same culture of being a good kid. I mean, basically we just want our kids to be good kids. I mean, let's just forget all these unnecessary, let's just make them good kids, respectful,
Hmm.
be responsible, stand, that it's not everything in the culture that you're supposed to take on. right?
Mm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's
Mm-hmm.
it is for us, and God, God has just been faithful.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Okay.
I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm curious about one thing. So, when you first landed into the States, again,
Yeah.
still talking about the background, when you first landed into the States, a couple of weeks in, a couple of months in,
Yep.
what are some of the biggest culture shocks when you get to the state and you start realizing this is definitely different from back home where we come from? What are some of those things that you see? This one, it shocked me. Or
All right. So, um, I can actually answer. I can answer this in different dimensions. The different
okay.
things that shocked me. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is um when I saw, people public display of affection. Right.
PDA. Okay.
Yeah. When I saw public display of affection, it was really, really surprising to me. Like
Hmm.
I couldn't. I think I was on a train, on the air train from the airport. I just saw this guy and this girl, two girls kissing each other on the train. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? I had to cover my son's face. I knew. you know, you
Hmm.
know, so that was something, right? That was
Mm-hmm.
something. The other thing, right? Cultural thing was the food.
Okay.
I mean, why would I want to have a burger? I mean, burger and fries, there's so much soda all over the place.
Yep.
The food was something. The food was something that I needed to, adapt
I
to.
just.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Also because I was always in going for meetings at my office and my job then, I just started the job, and then we go for like one-on-ones. We had a lot of one-on-ones. And then I just go there, and then the menu comes out. I'm like, what am I going to eat in this place? I mean, there's so many times that I'll be my boss was like, Baba, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, and I'm always looking for something that has rice, So that was a big one for me, right? That was a big one. What else? I mean, a couple of things. I mean, not. I wasn't too shocked about, because we watch a lot of movies. We see how things are done. The cuisines was the biggest one, and then when I saw all that stuff, PDA, and those were two great things that stick out to me, right? Trust me, and then of course the weather. Oh my! Never used to care about the weather. I mean, who cares about the weather in Nigeria? But here, a lot of times I forgot to take a jacket. A lot
In
of times
winter.
in winter, not in winter. Because you pack it. I pack in my garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my garage, from my house to my garage, it's warm. It's okay. It's like everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just take a sweater, right? And I'm like, oh, that should be fine. And then I get to where I'm going, and I remember, oh my God, this
Take any
sweater.
jacket.
Yeah, I did a jacket, right? So that some of the things that really, then the weather was warm, the cuisines were warm, and then just social, cultural things like the way, and then the way kids talk, it just, and then tipping too, right? In Nigeria, tipping wasn't a big deal, wasn't really a big part of our lives, right?
Absolutely.
But I got here, and
you have to tip.
My boss was like, you're supposed to tip 20%. I'm like, Jesus, I even God, I give God just 10%. So why am I giving you 20%?
But we don't have a choice. Before they label you as something else.
Exactly. I go to my barber, cuts my hair, and then I still tip him, after I pay like $20, I tip him like another $10, so stuff like that. Just
money is even gone before you know it.
Before you know it. Yeah.
So
culture.
All right. So you mentioned a few things, and then let's dive into, let's say, the corporate world. So you were in the corporate world before you started your businesses, being an entrepreneur at the same time. So,
Yeah.
what would you say made you leave the corporate world and start your own line of business? I mean, one of them being real estate. What made you leave that corporate world and go into being an entrepreneurship? I mean, in a country where we're not used to that kind of, I mean, lifestyle, code, the food, meeting
Yep.
people in different places, and
I,
all of that.
I got you. I got you. So, and you're very correct. The average Nigerian home is not saying, "Hey, go and start your business, young man."
Mm-hmm.
Your father is saying you have to be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, or
Engineer.
something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
get it totally. So, when I came to the US, I've always been a person that wanted to rise through the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't such an entrepreneurial freak. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to grow. I wanted to rise through the ranks, become direct, start from being an account executive, to probably middle level management, and then grow up to the VP level and then director level, and then, cap it out at, probably CMO or, chief sales officer or something, something like that. That's where I
Mm-hmm.
was.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to, I what I tried to do was also prepare myself for that opportunity, right? By,
Yep.
going to school here and, going for an expensive MBA. I
Mm-hmm.
finished from Stern School of Business in New York University, so I tried to, set myself up for that trajectory, if you get what I mean.
Yep.
And then I had fun. I started working with Tesla Solar City, right? The solar energy arm of Tesla. And then I worked 1 year there, and then I moved to what's it called? I moved to British American Tobacco, CPG.
Okay.
And all through that period, I was having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was having so much fun. I never had to buy a car. I had company cars. I had a company car. I had a company car, the company gas card. So I never used to buy gas. I was just swiping that Element Fleet card and the Amex company card like there was no tomorrow. And it was fun. Trust me, it was fun.
Spending
And
on
my
other people's money.
exactly. And then, and then my company card, they were changing it every 2 years, which is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was having fun. I didn't even want to leave. But you see, I wanted to they were also taking a huge part. I wasn't fulfilled. That's just the word.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really fulfilled. That's not where I wanted to be. I wanted to go higher. And you see, to go higher, you had to relocate. At some point, you will have had to relocate. You'll have had to move to another part, probably go to corporate, probably have to go to Winston-Salem in North Carolina. I'll be moving all over the place. And I knew my family makeup wasn't really geared towards that. My wife is not someone that loves somebody moving around, traveling all over the place and all that stuff. So, but I would have had to be at middle management, very middle management, for a long time. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. So it was either to choose between, fracturing, fracturing the business, the home front, scarring the home front in some way, or, just staying where I was, not doing much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was content. Let's say I was content, which is very good. I was content, but that wasn't just really where I wanted to be. So I was there for 6 years, and then I got another job with Stanley Black & Decker, right? The tool manufacturer, right? I was also middle management. I think I was a district sales manager or something. I can't even remember right now. I don't remember what the paraphernalia was, but I was like, I had a car, had all that stuff. It was good stuff. The money was good. I won't lie to you. But then when I moved to the new place, they did a restructuring. and then I got followed.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
I got let go because it was a last in, first out kind of thing, right? So, they severed in 21 days. Within 21 days, they
Wow.
severed. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh wow. Wow. That's
So
cool.
I always wanted to be entrepreneur. But before then, I had my company. When I had my company, but I was doing on the side. I really wanted to leave corporate and start my thing, but I was nervous. Or how would I, there's just this dilemma of, do I really want to drop all this company car, all these cars,
It's a huge decision.
in the streets and do your thing. And so it was just, there was just this fear of the unknown. But I heard in my spirit that it was time to go. But I just didn't know how to do. I just didn't have the lever to do it. I never had the lever to do it, right? I didn't have the inner will, the inner strength to do it. And then that was it. And that was God telling me it was time to go. Got the job, and in 21 days, I was let go. You won't believe it.
Wow.
But people didn't know.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, everywhere, the world, I guess, people who are around you, who have seen the everything that I've seen as well, and even more that I've not seen, they can know what the struggle is. And
yeah. So even though I had my company, don't get me wrong, I had my company, I was setting myself up for that time, was never confident enough to take that leap of faith. Until God did it for me somehow.
So what are some of the things that your companies now do in that aspect? I mean, I know about the real estate part. I know about the cars and let's keep it. So I'll keep it to the ones that you want to share.
All right. So let's just keep it to real estate, right?
Okay.
I'm also big on acquisitions, right? On business acquisitions, right? So we do business acquisitions here and there and see how we can acquire businesses and run them, and then probably sell them after a while. But something that that was the foundation of all that is the real estate business, right? So we do. So my wife and I. So my wife wanted to start real estate. I didn't even want to do real estate. In all fairness, I was
okay.
But my wife was like, I want to do real estate investing. And one thing about me is this: if I start something, I go big. I'd like to go big. I don't just stop at. I don't just stop at. I don't believe in just doing real estate because I just want to do. I'm going to. And so I started real estate. We started real estate. We started with one house. We acquired one house. We started, the easier way to start, renovate and all that stuff and then sell. But that wasn't okay. That wasn't enough for me. I was hungrier than that.
Okay.
I was way hungrier than that. Yeah.
So you had during the time of 9 to 5, you had the phone, you had so many things going on prior to the followed and all of that. At the same time, you had your business.
Yes.
Was there a time where you would say the business was a lot, the real estate was a lot, that maybe you should go back to 9 to 5? Was there any time like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You mean when I got fired, right? When I got fired, right? Oh, when I got fired, and then I started doing my business, trying growing my business and doing all that. Oh yeah, I mean, I would tell myself, man, this is what I want to do, is what I want to go. But by the time how much I was paying, cash flow was tight, bro. Cash flow was tight. Right? I had to go out for the first time. I had to go and buy my own car, right? Because I've always been. My wife had another extra car, but I needed another car, brand new car, because that was my status and all that. I had to go and buy my own car. That was the first time I went to buy a car with my money, right? Because I've always been enjoying company car, brand new car for like 6-7 years. When I started to buy gas and I saw that gas was $50 something, and I was not using company gas card anymore, Element Fleet gas card anymore, bro. I was like, hey, are you sure or not? I was slowly sliding into LinkedIn. Low key, I would just apply to LinkedIn. I'll go to LinkedIn and say, I would, because I had bills to pay, bro. I had bills to pay. So
Absolutely.
I was sliding into this. But, I just didn't really feel that wasn't what I wanted to do. I know entrepreneurial journeys like this.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yes.
In fact, in one day, you will get 2 good news and 15 challenging news.
Wow.
Do you understand? In real estate is even crazier, right? So there was a time I'm like, listen, but I had stuff going on. I mean, I was building, we were developing. We're not just building, we're developing. Right? We had the 20 units that we're working on. We had several new construction in Ibro, Glastonbury, for the people who wanted Glastonbury, Connecticut a little. We had stuff going on all over the place. And real estate is a money guzzler. It's for people who are ready to take huge financial risks. Right. So yes, to answer your question, I was not like wake up in the morning like this. I'm like, hey, are you sure I will not go and look for one's job like this? And then because I knew I had the resume, right? I had the petty, I had my MBA, I'd risen through the ranks in different Fortune 300 companies. So I was willing to, sometimes, apply, but not one of them called me back.
Wow. I mean, I thought with your resume, with the background you have in this thing,
too. In fact, I got to a point where I got to the director level in one company like that for interview, and they dinged me. But I knew that God had other plans. I mean, God was. I was. But right now,
purpose to everything.
Right now, I can't even think of going to work for anybody anymore. Because I've put my hands on the plow. I can't turn back. I can't turn back. So yeah.
When I grow up, I aspire to be like you. I aspire to be like.
I don't know. No. enjoy your 9 to 5 now while it lasts, bro. I did enjoy mine. Trust me, I did enjoy mine. I mean, there were days I would have like, maybe I shouldn't have left British America because I enjoyed that place. But then that wasn't my
purpose.
Yeah, that was my purpose.
Wasn't what God ordained for you.
That was in Baba's purpose. No, that was
Okay. So what would you say the biggest lesson is from your journey thus far? Something you wish someone had told you earlier, from the corporate world to the real estate to the entrepreneurship aspect. What's something you people had told you earlier, or someone had told you earlier before embarking into that entrepreneurship?
Great question. So let's segment it. I like to segment things for easy understanding, right? For the corporate world, for your corporate world, for your job, right? I guess what I want to tell people is this. I may not work for everybody. I don't have the intellectual property to knowledge. But what I can say is this: there's always going to be politics in the workplace. Be ready to play that politics. Be ready to play that politics. There's always going to be politics in the workplace. Don't just say, your boss sent an email and, he's trying to cover his own ass, and then you are trying to be, no, you are trying to be correct. You are politically correct. Play the politics. And, there's a book I read, The 48 Laws of Power. Never outshine the master. Never. It's one of the laws of power, 48 laws of power. Never outshine the master. Play the politics in the workplace if that's where you still are. Grow through the ranks, do your job. And part of your job is playing the politics in the workplace. Never outshine the master, right? That's something I've always held in my hand, and has helped me through. And if I really wanted to play the politics, honestly, I would still be working 9 to 5, and I'll just be right through the ranks and all that, but that wasn't just, my calling, right? Now, for the personal, for entrepreneurs, right? Aim high. Always aim high, and never be afraid to make mistakes. Never be afraid to make mistakes. Because you see, not making a mistake is a mistake. Never learn. Because you will never learn. You will never learn. Yeah. Be ready to make mistakes. Because from your mistakes, you will learn a way not to do things, and it's a repertoire of experience. You're building a repertoire of experience. I mean, I had a conversation with someone today, and after that conversation, I looked at myself, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that I had this much experience. And I'm not out of this with all humility. With all humility. I mean, I finished that conversation and I'm like, wow. I mean, I was like, wow, the kind of experience I doled out, and it just came from all the mistakes I made. And there's a potential in that conversation that is going to, that's going to bring, a lot of positive things, to the table, a lot of, let's leave it there.
Okay. So to summarize the whole thing for people listening out there, in the corporate world, play that politics. Yeah. Whatever it means to you, play that politics.
Yeah.
And in the entrepreneurship or the business world, ensure to aim higher than whatever it is you can imagine.
You just keep aiming. Never, don't ever be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid of errors. They will self-correct. Right?
Okay.
As long as the mistakes were made, while they were made in a good instance, right? It's not because you went to blow your money at the casino, right? That's not a mistake.
That's exactly.
Stupidity. You get. But if the mistakes you made were in the line of the business, in trying to do better, it will course correct. It will course correct. And for people in the distance, play the politics with them. Do your job and play the politics with them and rise. Because all you need to do is rise. Just rise. Don't outshine the master out. Don't even if you think your boss is stupid. Boss, you are the best. Boss, you are the best. Because if a boss is there, bullshit will take you, will keep you up, will take you up.
Absolutely.
Right. So if the guy is bullshitting up there, he will not be there for long. So you don't have to be the one to bring him down. Right.
Absolutely.
Play the politics in the workplace.
Okay. I mean, with the life of
one more thing.
Okay.
Be consistent.
Yes.
Consistency is key.
Yes.
Consistency is key. Success is not about being inconsistent, it's about consistency. It's about consistency. If you're going to toe a line, just because they don't go, don't just keep at it. Keep at what you're doing. Doing.
So two questions, and the first one, this one just came to mind. So for people who, let's say, are in the process or they are thinking to also move from a corporate world into the business world, for you, it was a calling from God. Not everybody has the ability to hear from God. But what would you say the signs that they need to look out for that, okay, yes, this is the right time for you to take that step into the next level of whatever it is you want to do?
Fulfillment,
Hmm.
personal fulfillment.
Okay.
Fulfillment.
So once you get yourself, or let's say as you continue in the 9 to 5 in the corporate world and you don't feel fulfilled, there'll be
Yeah.
something telling you this is time for you to move. There'll be something
Really,
urging you in your spirit or your mind that it's
yeah.
next level for you to get into the aspect. All you need to do is just have that plan in place and figure out what it is that you want to be into. Because one thing that I realized, especially for immigrants coming to the States, is they listen to what they're being told, not what they hear themselves. In the
Mm,
aspect of, there was a time that everybody was going into nursing, especially during COVID.
mm,
Everybody was going into nursing. They don't know what it takes to stay in there in that world of
mm,
nursing because of the money and everything. So
mm.
they went there based on what they were told, not exactly what it is that they hear.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and that's
Mm.
why I say fulfillment, because I can't tell you fulfillment. Fulfillment is something that you have to feel yourself. Just what you just said. That's what we're doing, think of what people were saying.
Mhm.
I can't tell you fulfillment. It's a person. Fulfillment is a personal experience, and
Yep.
really you don't feel fulfilled where you are. And you see, it's not about success, right? Because I was very successful where I was when I was with at the British American Tobacco. I was successful. In
Mhm.
fact, my numbers were good.
Mhm.
My numbers were good. In fact, there was an initiative I was championing in the school in the company, right?
Mhm.
I started, a magazine, right? A coaching magazine called The Views Voyager, right? So
Mhm.
I was fulfilled. I was successful, but at some point, that success I wasn't feeling fulfilled,
Mhm. Okay. That
right?
that brings me to my next question. So, successful back then, what does success now to you mean today compared to what it is? I mean, you were successful back then, but
Yeah.
today, would you say, I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, would you say that fulfillment is a definition of your own success today? Or is that something that you would say back then I was successful, but right now where I'm at, there's a level of success that I've attained now that I felt what I thought success was back then, isn't it?
Fulfillment. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, great question. Today, a lot of people have different yardsticks for success, and it depends on where
Mhm.
you are in life, right? It depends on where you are in life. A lot of people,
Mm.
some people see a fat bank account as success. That's
Mm.
great. It's success. Don't get me wrong. It is success. A fat bank account is success, right? It's
Mm.
a win, so it's success. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to give you fulfillment.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Everybody needs to go deep into their inner self and find out their why, right? There's a book
Mm.
that, I'm in my lower level of my house, where I have books, sitting everywhere and all that. There's a
Mhm.
book,
Mhm.
that says Find Your Why, right?
Mm.
It's by Simon Sinek. It's a guide for discovering purpose for you and your team, right? So it
Mhm.
depends on you. Everyone has their different purpose. Everyone has what their yardstick for success is. So I'm not in a place to condemn anybody's yardstick for success
Mhm. Mhm.
or
Mhm.
success, however it is.
Absolutely.
My own right now, my own yardstick, one of my yardsticks for success, aside from, achieving the numbers for the business and all that, which is okay, right? But more importantly for me is impact.
Mhm.
I want to be able to say I've impacted people's lives. I want people to say, hey, Baba, man, you're a great impact. That's my why. I want people to say, to think about the first 5 people they want to reach out to for wisdom, and it's me.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Right? That's my goal. That's fulfillment for me. That's success for me. I want people to go read, I want to be a household name. I mean, they're thinking about, who are the developers in Connecticut? Who are the 5 biggest developers in Connecticut that have impact? And I want to be number 1 to 3. Do you get? That's impact, right?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
fulfillment for me.
Well,
And
for
that's a big bank account doesn't necessarily translate to wealth, right?
absolutely,
Wealth is
absolutely,
transgenerational, right?
absolutely.
That's my, and I'm still young and I'm very far from where I want to be. I'm very far from, and you see, success is a continuous, it's a
Process.
continuous process. Yeah, it's not a tandem that you reach overnight. It's it comes with consistency and continued, perseverance and selflessness and keep on doing, because this big fat account, big fat bank account, we're going to have it. But how many people have been impacted along the line?
That one is deep. It had me thinking. I mean, I don't know how many people have impacted with this OTM podcast stuff, but I hope I've been able to impact.
Yeah. So that's it for me.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
nobody sees my bank account.
No, that's true. That's
What
true.
people see is my impact.
Okay. Before we wrap up the segment, as someone who is like living in the business life, as a family, and so many things going on, how have you able to balance both worlds, having time for yourself and family, and at the same time still run a successful business?
Well, I know how to dimension my risks, and I know I travel a lot. Now.
Yeah.
I mean, I take it easy. I mean, I've realized that life is not all about jumping up and down. No. Life is not about jumping up and down. Life is not about, it's about purpose, right? And part of my purpose is that I have a good time while trying to build a legacy, right? I have a good time with my family. I have a good time with my wife, which is very important to me. I mean, she's the reason why, the major part of my life. I mean, the last 75% of my life is worth living, right? I mean, the first 25%, maybe I was a kid, I was young, I was building, I was gyrating up and down with other lady girlfriends and all that. But the next 75 part of my life is a purpose. It should be, is expect of any human is supposed to be purpose-filled life, right? My purpose is living a good life with my family, right? So I always make out time. I mean, work cannot finish. I'm sorry, in my parlance. Work cannot
Absolutely.
So, I'm just, I try my best to have time for, you have to carve out time. You have to be diligent in carving out time for yourself. We travel when it's time to travel. A lot of people complain that we travel a lot, that when they don't see us in church, they're like, oh, where are they again? They've gone again.
I mean, I can tell one of them because me and you easily we see each other in the morning. Now when you're not there, I know Baba is gone. No,
Exactly, I'm gone. Exactly.
Before we go, when are you going to sponsor my travel? I think maybe I want to do OTMkast podcast from Spain.
Let's go now. Time. Just let me know when you're ready. But just make sure you're around on Sunday because you are needed.
I'm sure you can do it without me for one day now.
As long as you leave us by Saturday and be in church on Sunday, we will go anywhere. Me, I don't have to be there. You have to be there, Sha, because you're important.
So I can go on. I can go on Monday and come back Saturday. All expenses paid.
Go on Monday. You can go from Monday. Me, I'll not go on Monday. I'll go on Thursday.
Okay.
You can go on Monday and I'll meet you there by Thursday, but make sure that you are leaving that place
by Saturday.
By Saturday, because my Mondays days are very important, right? They are very important. by Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can
I
leave
mean, me,
Monday.
I work from home anyway, so I can work from anywhere.
I know your job is
Okay.
flexible, and that's why when I see people like you, I'm always jealous. That I wish I'm
Ah,
the one who
I
was
beg
working
you.
when I was
I
working.
beg you.
When you Brazil, they might my share. For me, I don't work virtual, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't work virtual.
That's
So
true.
people that
That's true.
enjoy themselves, though. Yeah, they should have working virtual. They should just keep enjoying themselves right now. I mean, this is the cusp of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is the cusp of it. Make all you can make.
Absolutely.
Make all you can make. You know, that's it.
Okay.
God, everyone's
Awesome.
plan for success will be achieved.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen.
Yeah.
To that. All right. Before I let you off what's next for Bab? What's the new venture or the big goals on the horizon that you set?
Bro. I am looking to right now. There's a goal for me, and which is there's so many goals, but let me just share the one I can share. There's something I'm looking at right now, trying to bring a couple of people together as some investors, to invest in a multi-unit development project.
Okay.
And things are going as planned. And it's going to be, it's going to be able to service, it's going to be affordable. I'm looking for affordable to see how I can, get affordable units, for, people to live, it's all about impact for me, right? And it's okay to build the $4 million whole houses and the $3 million. How many people want to live in $3 million, $4 million house? Let me cater to the echelon of the community that needs this gap bridged. So there's something coming up, and
Awesome.
So
look forward to
maybe another year.
Okay.
You will come back and say, because you'll be very big that time. It's not people like me you'll be looking for anymore.
I know. I always respect the starting point. I can't blow now and then I forget the people that I started with. It's not possible.
And maybe it's Jeff Bezos that is going to be on OTMkast, and
Jeff Bezos. If you are watching this, just let's book a moment. It's just one moment that I want.
I remember the time when Jeff Bezos will be sitting on his yacht and will be on OTMkast and be
Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to that. From your mouth to God's ears, from my heart to God's listening, answering the prayer.
Yeah, from Baba's mouth to
Yeah. All right. It's been an amazing episode. We've discussed personal into business, corporate worlds, and some other things. And I think the only thing left right now is to just appreciate you for coming. I really appreciate your time, how much you've shared, how much impact you've laid, even outside of the recording. And if there is, I guess, one thing that you want people to know, or anything you want people to take away, just one thing you want people to take away from the story, whoever has been inspired by it, what would that one thing be for them to walk away with?
Okay. What do I want you to walk away with today? You can achieve anything. Just put your mind to it. You can achieve anything. Just put your mind to it. Just put your mind to it. You can achieve anything. That's it. Seek the guidance of God. I mean, if you believe in God or whatever you believe in, seek the guidance of God in whatever you do or whatever you believe in. Seek the guidance of, and put your mind to it. As long as, and to make it easier for you, make it something that has impact in people's lives, because you can't go wrong. If you're having a positive impact, if what you're doing is going to have a positive impact in people's life, then it's a good thing. A good thing. So put your mind to it. Put your mind to it and you can achieve anything.
Awesome. Thank you very much once again. Appreciate your time for coming. And if you're listening out there, put your mind to whatever it is you're doing and know that you can achieve it. Because without with the wrong mindset, you would achieve nothing. But with the right mindset, I can say sky is the limit for you. And always remember, like I would always say, no one writes your story, you do. Till we meet again, thank you very much, listeners. Make sure to subscribe and leave the like button. And in any other thing, enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you're listening from. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on the show. Looking forward to coming back at the end of the point. Bye for now.
Great.